Many designers openly dislike Meghan Markle, and these are 10 reasons why they just can't stand her. Watch out for reason number 7, because it confirms the main reason designers want nothing to do with her. For anyone who loans Meghan Markle clothes or materials, you might as well say a permanent goodbye, because those items are allegedly not coming back. One major grievance among fashion designers is that Meghan Markle is accused of holding on to loaned dresses far longer than agreed or not returning them at all. This has led to frustration and even financial losses for brands that lend pieces for photo shoots or events, expecting them to be returned promptly for resale or reuse. One high-profile case involved a $1,700 designer dress from a Variety magazine shoot. Her team claims she kept it to protect it from creepy superfans, but that explanation was met with skepticism and anger within the fashion industry and further damaged her reputation. Beyond that, she has repeatedly been accused of taking loaned clothes and quietly making them her own. In clear terms, she has been accused of stealing.
2022, she was given this to put on for this photo shoot, and basically the story is New York Post on its famous gossip page 6 reporting yesterday, I believe it was, that she walked off with it. She just walked off with it. And she's been confronted with this, basically saying, as we say in Britain, did you nick that dress? Did you steal it? Did you steal it?
Clothes and materials loaned for filming were reportedly never returned. Instead, they were treated as personal property, leaving those who loaned the items uncomfortable and frustrated. Why wouldn't designers hate this behavior? Who would risk lending their designs to someone with a reputation for sticky fingers?
Clothing worn by members of the royal family and other public figures has been targeted for resale in the past, making the practice both common and precautionary. So basically, Meghan's saying, I hate my diehard fans that would want to buy something I wore. I mean, she's blaming the fans that would want to buy something she wore.
Designers often criticize Meghan Markle for wearing their creations in ways that highlight poor tailoring. She wears clothes as if they were pulled straight from a laundry basket. A well-pressed outfit commands respect, yet Meghan frequently appears in garments that are too big, too small, or perpetually wrinkled. These styling mishaps do more than ruin the look. They tarnish the brand's image once photos circulate globally.
This rather bulky column dress, this looks a little intense. I feel like this doesn't fit her very well. And she's doing that, here's that aggressive slicked back hairstyle. And you can see here how it makes her face, it's just less flattering to her face to have that aggressive of a slicked back hairstyle. It's also not always the best option if you have a particularly long face or a particularly wide, round face.
Designers who spent countless hours perfecting a piece are left embarrassed as Meghan brings out the worst in their work. Critics have pointed out that she often ignores expert alteration advice, resulting in outfits that resemble thrift store finds rather than high-end fashion. When Meghan wears your piece, she turns elegance into embarrassment. Her attendance at events connected to brands like Balenciaga shortly after they were accused of predatory behavior. This drew sharp criticism from designers and fans alike. By aligning herself with a widely criticized label, Meghan risked guilt by association. This has made other designers hesitant to work with her out of fear that their own brands could suffer similar reputational damage.
Online, and here's just a fun backstory. Meghan went to the Balenciaga show in Paris.
That was an interesting
where they had to apologize recently for inappropriate ads involving children holding teddy bears with bondage costumes on. So predatory behavior from Balenciaga. There's Meghan Markle elbowing her way to the front row. And then a few days later, she's going to go accept an award in New York for protecting children. Again, I would say to you, make it make sense.
As her relevance declined, Meghan appeared desperate to reclaim attention. One such attempt was her self-invited appearance at Balenciaga's Paris Fashion Week. This forced integration was widely described as awkward and unsuccessful.
It's been revealed that Meghan Markle actually invited herself to this Paris Fashion Week show earlier this month. Now, the Balenciaga designer has claimed that she reached out and she said she would love to come to the show.
Her presence felt unnatural, and she suffered yet another fashion failure. From her stiff, unnatural walk to her visibly forced interactions, it was clear she did not belong in that space.
Now, look, it's not being received well, certainly not as well as maybe she would have hoped, with some people labeling it a Zoolander walk. What are your thoughts?
Designers reportedly felt secondhand embarrassment, especially when she awkwardly attempted greetings and social gestures. Rather than proving relevance, she highlighted how disconnected she was from the fashion elite. A fashion designer's job is not just to design clothes, but also to recommend appropriate outfits for specific occasions. Meghan, however, appears deaf to professional advice and listens only to herself. From ripped jeans at public appearances with Prince Harry to outfits deemed inappropriate for royal protocol, she has consistently ignored context. She has worn tight-fitting clothes while visibly pregnant and light-colored outfits that were see-through. These repeated missteps have made brands extremely cautious about lending her clothes, knowing that her styling choices invite negative media scrutiny and public backlash. Critics argue that the so-called Meghan effect on fashion sales is a myth. Her constantly shifting style shows a lack of identity and consistency. Meghan does not stick to one signature look, and designers feel used as props in her ever-changing image.
Really difficult when looking at these pictures to really even reconcile what's happening, like a real ball gown. So it doesn't really fit with the setting either. They're outside, walking in the grass. It looks out of place to the backdrop.
There is no loyalty, no continuity, and no long-term value. Designers question why they should partner with someone who abandons their work as soon as the next trend appears. Designers hate being dragged into impossible comparison games, yet Meghan frequently positions herself alongside Kate Middleton, Princess Diana, or Hollywood A-listers. After spending months perfecting a garment, designers watch helplessly as the wearer uses it to compete with legends. They resent being expected to recreate royal magic under entirely different circumstances, budgets, and constraints. This constant comparison makes working with her a nightmare. Meghan Markle is often described as stubborn and resistant to professional advice. Insiders claim she frequently overrides stylists and rejects expert input. This leads to mismatched ensembles that fail to flatter or suit the occasion. Designers value collaboration, but Meghan's attitude has alienated many of them. Her refusal to work as part of a team undermines their expertise and damages brand prestige, fostering resentment across the industry.
Royals who go out, they have a lot of discussion. They have weeks of studying it and what's appropriate and what isn't. But one of the things I think is that her behaviour, looking like that, so inappropriate, will sort of slide down to affect the royal family because they had so much that was royal. You know, they're going from one thing to another.
With unlimited access to top-tier stylists and tailors, consistent fashion missteps suggest not incompetence, but refusal to collaborate. Designers hate clients who won't listen yet blame the clothes. Fashion houses value repeat clients who grow alongside the brand. Meghan, however, is known for hopping from one label to another with no loyalty. She uses a fashion house today and discards it tomorrow. Designers dislike investing time and effort into someone who treats them as disposable. Fashion thrives on acknowledgement. Designers expect public credit, gratitude, and professionalism. There is a widespread perception that Meghan does not consistently praise or uplift the creatives behind her outfits. In an industry built on exposure, silence is viewed as disrespect. Wearing a designer's work without giving credit damages relationships. Interviews and press narratives often focused on Meghan's style rather than the creatives behind it. Designers noticed and quietly pulled back. There you have it, 10 solid reasons why designers hate Meghan Markle. Which of these reasons stood out to you? Let us know in the comment section, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next video.